CD8 is a computerized roughing machine for shoe bottoms and side margins for any type of footwear: men's, women's and children's. The machine contains two workstations which allow two manufacturing processes to be carried out simultaneously. While the first station roughs the shoe bottom, the other roughs the side margin. The machine has been designed so that the operator loads and unloads the shoe only once. After lasting, the shoes are loaded onto the machine. The first procedure is roughing the bottom. The CD8 then replaces the tool mount and begins to rough the side margin. At the same time, a new bottom roughing cycle starts on the other station. Let's take a more detailed look at these procedures on a women's shoe. The production advantages speak for themselves. This side view shows how the axis of the shoe does not vary between the bottom roughing and side margin roughing. This guarantees perfect roughing, particularly along the side margin, which must be to a high degree of precision. Note how the last is clamped. Each time, the machine firmly and reliably holds the last to a precise decimal degree for margin roughing. The CD8 enters its smart phase when it reads the shoe's profile and side margin using a very sophisticated but straightforward procedure. First, it memorizes the bottom by selecting 60 points distributed over the last, which must be middle-sized and for the right shoe. This procedure must be repeated for all sizes of the shoe, both left and right. Then, a pair of shoes of the same size is loaded. At this point, a camera is installed on the side roughing tool mount. During this smart phase for the side of the shoe, the monitor displays what the camera is reading. The camera uses a laser beam. The monitor shows the vertical line traced by the laser which intersects the line of the shoe profile traced on the shoe. The intersection of these two lines is the point the machine must memorize. All the operator needs to do is confirm this point, which the machine then memorizes. The camera then moves on to the next point. This procedure must be followed for all points both on the left and right shoe. Once the operator has confirmed all the points, the middle size has been memorized. Then, all the operator needs to do for the other sizes is to load and unload the shoes, because the machine can memorize them automatically. This data is processed by the computer and applied during shoe bottom and side margin roughing. All the settings are displayed on the screen and can easily be modified throughout the production cycle. The operator can readily make any necessary adjustments without having to stop production. On the CD8, the different settings can be programmed point by point. For example, brush pressure for both the bottom and side margin roughing can be set for each point according to the toughness of the leather, the rotation speed of the side roughing brush, and the roughing depth for both the bottom and side margins. Modifications can be made sector by sector or for all the points together, and independently for the left and right shoe. Now let us look at the two cycles, bottom and side margin roughing, in slow motion. You can see how the CD8 carries out its movements with absolute precision and ease. The CD8 automatically calculates how much to incline the side margin roughing brush sideways and lengthways to ensure the brush is in an optimal position for the greatest possible pressure. Let's have another look at the same sequence, this time at normal working speeds. The side margin roughing tool may be a steel brush or a metal disc grinder. During the programming phase, the operator can determine whether the shoe must be roughed with the brush or the grinder. During operation, the machine can automatically recognize which tool it is using, and if the operator has installed the wrong tool, the machine stops and sends an error message. Sharpening intervals can also be set for both the bottom and side margin roughing brushes. Many other parameters can also be memorized and changed according to the program used. The versatility of the CD8 guarantees high manufacturing standards and high production performance.